The best scenes so far from episodes 1 to 10 for the series Extraordinary Attorney Woo. I had the best time watching episodes 1 to 10 of the K-drama Extraordinary Attorney Woo. The scenes will be more interesting as the drama progresses and becomes more serious, but I think these were the best scenes so far. What is the best scene from episodes 1 to 10 of the K-drama Extraordinary Attorney Woo? Well, that is a trick question. The answer is what I'm about to tell you. Don't you worry, there have been some great scenes of Woo Young-woo already. And these scenes were not just by one or two actors, but by the whole cast, both main and supporting. Episode 1. The entrance of Lee Jun-ho into Woo Young-woo's life is as smooth as a waltz. Sometimes, all that is required of you is to discover the appropriate rhythm, whether in a new job or a revolving door. Sometimes, he would gaze at her strange behaviors, not because he is bothered by them, but because he is fascinated and interested in how her mind works. You should see this program. You won't be sorry you did. Excellent initial episode and the chemistry is incredible. When Kang first saw Woo Young-woo, was the only one who did not exhibit even the slightest trace of surprise, confusion, or pity. This is one of the aspects of Kang Taeho's character that I find so endearing. He dealt with her like any other average person, both then and now. Episode number 2. The impression that Woo Young-woo's wedding outfit makes Lee Jun-ho left without words. There is some doubt as to whether or not Park Eun-bin is fully aware of the extent to which she has influenced Kang Tae-ho. However, if one considers how she rendered him completely speechless, the answer to her inquiry is very obvious. When Jun-ho requested Young-woo to watch the sunset with him, knowing that Gurami had identified the location as an excellent place for a date, it was clear that he had feelings for Young-woo. They have my whole and undivided affection. Episode number 3. Putting on her best penguin wrap, Woo Young-woo shows off her abilities. The top attorneys are always eager to go above and above for their clients in any manner possible. That often requires pulling out the old mic and showing off some undiscovered rapping abilities. It is clear to me now why the director of this program waited so long for Park Eun-bin to join the cast. She is very talented. This moment was so honest and straightforward. If you could maintain a serious expression during all of this, I admire you because I had the biggest grin on my face. Episode number 4. Lee Jun-ho surprises Woo Young-woo presented with a lovely present. While looking at the photograph of an enormous whale, we physically sense the overwhelming joy that Woo Young-woo is experiencing. My eyes welled up with tears as I watched this moment. She is doing a fantastic job at playing this persona. Although there have only been a few episodes so far, this program already has an abundance of priceless and virtuous moments. It was just so fulfilling to watch her bright eyes filled with delight and Jun-ho's grin resulting from creating that moment. Episode 5. Choi Soo-hyun has been given a unique name. Although Ha Yoon-kyung is the one who earned the nickname Spring Sunshine, the whole of this drama has brought a ray of sunshine into our lives. I was under the impression that she would insult her in some way, but instead, she came across as being so genuine that it also brought tears to my eyes. She was taken aback by the fact that Young-woo is so observant of the details. Even though she may see her as a competitor in the company, she cannot help but be friendly to Young-woo because she is naturally such a pleasant person. I hope they will become close friends from this point forward. Episode number 6. Urging Soo-hyun to calm down. They showed us the touching exchange between Young-woo and Soo-hyun in episode 5. Young-woo has found the latter student and worker to be a patient classmate and co-worker. The two will now be working together on a case involving a North Korean defector being accused of harm as a consequence of robbery. Because Soo-hyun is emotionally immersed in the case, Young-woo must follow the directions given to her by lawyer Jung and urge Soo-hyun to calm down whenever necessary. Episode number 7. Woo Young-woo inquires whether or not she has affection for Lee Jun-ho. Young-woo makes a startling discovery as she explores the strange and wondrous realm of feelings. It is not always necessary to physically contact the other person for your heart rate to speed up. In just a few seconds, Jun-ho turned from being timid and unsure to flirtatious and joking. I cannot believe how tremendously tense this sequence was, even though all he did was go forward. The tone he used when he replied, "That's disappointing," was so emotional.
섭섭한데요.
Positively and endearingly that it made it clear that he loved her. I am delighted with how this scenario turned out. Please bring in more of them. Episode 8. Woo Young-woo makes an effort to Dongurami's unique gimbap, breakfast that is healthy and friendship that is wholesome. It would seem that Young-woo is making a solid start to her new life as an independent adult. Their whole relationship may be summed up as a healthy bout of support for one another. I admire how Gurami has been treating Young-woo like a regular person. Rather than making concessions or giving Young-woo preferential treatment, Gurami has been treating her how a normal friend would treat a friend. Episode 9. Finally, Woo Young-woo finds out from Lee Jun-ho that he has feelings for her. There's nothing quite like overhearing the person you like to repeat the words, "I like you" back to you, even if we've always known that Young-woo and Jun-ho's loving sentiments for each other were reciprocal. He fled without even putting a coat on is one of my favorite things about him. He was so desperate that it seemed as if he would be unable to keep it any longer. He was gasping for air. Episode 10. First kisses exchanged between Woo Young-woo and Lee Jun-ho. A man who will love you no matter what and for who you are is the kind of guy who deserves a woman who can give him the ideal kiss. I found this program to be an incredible source of solace. To see the love tale and to have an intense emotional connection to the underlying message of the drama as well as to Young-woo herself. After the kiss, the lights went down, and you couldn't tell who had the impairment and who didn't. It was simply two people in love, and it gave me goosebumps because I understood how well they represented this scenario. What's your best scene in an episode? Can you relate to it? Let us know in the comments section. Thanks for watching and see you until the next video. Bye!